So you've seen the evidence. Trust beats control. You have discovered the hidden leaders in your organization, and now you're thinking, okay, Stefan, but what do I actually do on Monday morning? Well, I've got good news and better news. The good news, there is a practical playbook. The better news, it actually works. But fair warning, this isn't about implementing some rigid framework. It's about running smart experiments with people who can actually make change happen. Remember those informal leaders from the last video? They're about to become your secret weapons. I can hear some of you already. This sounds like another management fad. We are different. That won't work here because of insert special snowflake reason. I love these. You know why? Because skepticism is healthy. You should question new approaches. So let me be clear about what this is and isn't. This isn't a fad. It's based on 30 plus years of research. The military calls it mission command. Researchers call it participative leadership. I call it working with human nature instead of against it. But here's the key. We're not implementing a framework. We're running experiments based on principles. Big difference. Here's your roadmap. Step number 1, clarity. Find your own why. Step number 2, reality check. Map what's actually happening. Step number 3, experiment. Start tiny with your informal leaders. Step number 4, visibility. Make progress impossible to miss. Step number 5, scale. Let success spread naturally. Notice what's different? We're starting with your purpose and working with your hidden leaders from day one. This isn't top down or bottom up, it's inside out. Step number 1, find your own spark. Before you can inspire anyone else, you need to be clear on why you care. And please, don't give me the corporate answer. I mean the real answer. What problems keep you up at night? What would make you proud in 10 years? What change would make you excited for Monday mornings? Here's the tip. Think about the last time you got genuinely angry at work. Not annoyed, angry. What was being violated? That's usually a clue to what you really care about. For me, it was watching brilliant people waste their potential on stupid processes. Drove me crazy. Still does. Find your version of that. Step number 2. Map your reality with help. Remember those informal leaders you identified in the last video? Time to have coffee with them. But not to recruit them, to learn from them. Ask 3 questions. For example, what really works well here? Or, what drives you crazy? Or, if you could change one thing, what would it be? And then, listen very carefully. These conversations will teach you more about your organization than any survey or consultant report. Plus, you're building relationships with the people who can actually make things happen. Step number 3. Design your first experiment, together. Here's where it gets fun. Pick one problem that came up repeatedly in your conversations. Something specific, measurable, and solvable within your sphere of influence. Now, and this is crucial, design the experiment with 1 or 2 of your informal leaders. Not for them, with them. Maybe it's, what if we tried stand-up meetings for just this one project? Or, what if we tried to make our backlog visible to everyone? Or, what if we let the team own their own metrics? Keep it small, keep it time-boxed, keep it voluntary. 2-week experiment is magic language. People will try almost anything for just 2 weeks. Step number 4. Make success visible. Here's something I learned the hard way. Invisible progress might as well not exist. Create a simple, visible way to track your experiment. Maybe a whiteboard with before-after metrics, a shared dashboard everyone can see, even just a weekly email with results. Here's something wild about humans. We are wired to keep score. When people see their own progress, something primal kicks in. It's like a fitness tracker for work. Suddenly everyone wants to beat yesterday's number. But here's the key. Let the team decide what to measure. When people choose their own metrics, they own the results. And when that informal leader who everyone trusts is excited about improving numbers, that's when magic happens. Step number 5. Let success pull, don't push. When your experiment works, and if you involve the right people it will, resist the urge to immediately roll it out everywhere. Instead, let other teams get curious. Let them ask questions. Let your informal leaders share their experience at lunch. When people ask to copy your experiment, you've already won. When it's mandated from above, you've just creating more resistance. Now, some of you might be thinking, this sounds like John Kotter's change model. And you'd be partially right. Kotter's brilliant about the importance of coalitions and short-term wins. But here's the key difference. Kotter is writing for CEOs planning massive transformations. We are talking about starting where you are, with what you have, working with informal leaders who already have influence. Think of it as Kotter's principles meets grassroots reality. Same wisdom, different starting point. Week 1 and 2. Get clear and get listening. Find your personal why. Have coffee with 3 to 5 informal leaders. Listen more than you talk. Week 3 and 4. Design your first experiment. Pick one specific problem. Co-create a solution with informal leaders. Set clear success metrics that they choose. Week 5 and 6. Run the experiment. Keep it small and voluntary. Track results visibly. Celebrate small wins publicly. Week 7 and 8. Let success spread. Share results, not mandates. Support teams who want to try. Learn from the teams that don't. Find out what doesn't work and design an experiment to fix it. 8 weeks, that's it. 2 months to start changing your organization's trajectory. Here's some common traps and how to avoid them. The go big trap. Getting so excited you try to change everything. Solution: one experiment, one team, prove it works first. The solo hero trap. Trying to do it all yourself. Solution: informal leaders are your multiplier. Use them. The perfect plan trap. Over-planning instead of trying. Solution: 70% is enough. You'll learn by doing. And the declare victory trap. One success and you think you're done. Solution: change is a practice, not a project. Stefan, this sounds great, but what about Bob from accounting who hates all change? Here's the beautiful thing about working with informal leaders. They handle the Bobs for you. When Bob's trusted colleague is excited about something, Bob listens differently than when management announces another initiative. Plus, voluntary experiments mean Bob can watch from the sidelines. When he sees it's working, he'll often ask to join. I've seen it happen dozens of times. Skeptics often become your biggest champions once they see real results. Now, some of you are thinking, this sounds a lot like Agile. We tried that and it didn't work. Ah yes, Agile. The methodology that was supposed to save us all. Daily stand-ups, sprint planning, retrospectives, story points. But what if I told you what most companies call Agile is exactly the opposite of what Agile was meant to be? What if the very thing designed to unleash human potential got turned into another cage? That's what we're diving into next time. Why methodologies fail, principles succeed, and how to avoid turning your beautiful experiments into rigid doctrine. Remember where we started? The evidence is clear. Trust beats control. You've found your informal leaders. Now you have a practical plan. The only question left is, will you actually do it? Because here's what I know. Somewhere in your organization right now, someone has a brilliant idea. Someone sees a better way, someone wants to make things better but doesn't know if anyone will listen. What if you were the leader who listened, who experimented, who made Monday morning something to look forward to? You don't need permission, you don't need a budget, you don't need a title. You need clarity about what matters, you need to work with your informal leaders, you need one small win to build on. That's how revolutions begin. Not with grand proclamations, but with someone saying, hey, what if we tried this? This is the Liberty Framework. Now go build something better. Let's make it happen.